should I call it a struggle when I'm trying to go through Zelda Skyward Sword?
That's crazy. Like I did not expect you to feel this way, but
I
I get it.
I'm still going at it. I finished the second dungeon, and I'm still struggling, man. It's I don't know how long this game is, but I want it to end. I'm only 10 hours in.
Will you trade this game in?
No, I don't trade games in. I don't do that.
The
So
last time Obed traded a game in,
last time I traded
back
a
in the
game in,
day.
sir, was a bunch of PS2 stuff, PS2 stinkers that I had traded in for Ninja Gaiden Sigma at a at an EB back then. Was it?
Wow.
Yeah,
They were EB games. It
yeah, it
wasn't even
was.
when it was GameStop.
Yeah, it was EB still.
Yeah.
So man, I don't know. Was it GameStop? No, it was GameStop already. Yeah, yeah, they had already transitioned over. Um, it's it, it's the game's not bad. Like I don't want to say this game is bad because it's not. Like that would be disingenuous in my part on my part to say that the game is bad because it's not. It's not. It's just from a different era. It's like calling those old PS1 games bad. They're not bad. They're just from a different era. And that's
Very
exactly
true.
what this game is. It's like problem is that when this game came out in 2010, right? We had already gotten like DMC4 and all this other stuff that controls much better on on a PS3 or 360 than it did on a Wii. I mean, DMC4 didn't come out on the Wii, but you get my point. Um, it's I think what kills it is just the combat. Like I think the combat is awful. Luckily, the combat is not like you're not getting bombarded by enemies, right? There's combat, yeah. But I think the more of the exploration and puzzle solving is I think more prevalent in this game. Um, the combat really does take a step back. They don't really bombard you with enemies, but when it's time to combat, bro, it's like I don't want to do this. It's like coming from something again. The last game I played was Sekiro, where the combat is just it's top notch. uh, it's weird. It's just weird to me. Like I said, the game's not bad. My daughter's having a blast watching me play it. Just like, oh look at this thing, oh look at this thing, and look at this thing, and here and there, and the puzzle and the thing and the bird. But um, as long as you're not fighting anything, the game's great. That's like my final thing on it. Um, because even with the sword swinging, I haven't tried the Joy Cons to swing the sword. I don't wanna. I've been playing it with the Pro controller and using the right stick to do the sword swipes. Um, yeah, I mean, I'll keep at it. I mean, am I really excited to go back and play it? No, it's weird because I haven't had this happen to me in a very long time, dude.
Wow.
Like this hasn't happened to me since like Mega Man X7 when I bought that game, and I was like, "Yo, Mega Man X7 PS2, here we go!" And then that game was, ooh, dude, like I finished it. That was one of the games that I traded in.
Oh, in that collection. No. Full circle.
In
Take
that batch, full circle, yeah. Cause whew, that game was rough, bro. So I'm having kind of like the same experience with this. The game's not bad. It looks good,
so
runs well. Yeah.
so like have you I haven't looked at least. Like do you know what other gamers consensus have been on this game? Is it pretty similar to yours or
So I heard that it was polarizing back when it came out,
yeah.
because of the combat, and that was like the big thing. Also, this game is super linear. Like I can see why Iji Aduma, when the game was unveiled on that Nintendo Direct, said, just as a reminder, this is a a, an old school Legend of Zelda experience.
Yeah.
So, it's constrained by, the way it was made back then, you know. Yeah, cuz it's rough, bro. It's rough. Like it's like you're looking for a Zelda game, buy Breath of the Wild, don't buy this game. Buy Hyrule Warriors, because Hyrule Warriors had a great time with like the Legend of like the Age of Calamity. I talked about it on the podcast that I had a great time with it. Um, from beginning to end, basically. Like I finished the game and I actually like wanted to play it and wanted to keep playing it. This is like, when is this gonna be over? It's like when, what time is it? Oh yeah, okay. I can probably just start winding down by now. I'm not. Yeah, it's rough, and it hasn't happened to me in a very long time. So it was about time. Yeah, I want to say that again. This probably hasn't happened to me since like, because even with the PS3, the last like super janky game I played in the PS3 that I like finished and never touched again was probably, remember that Prince of Persia that came out
Oh my gosh, yeah.
with the like the cell shaded graphics.
Yeah.
That was probably the last experience that I had, kind of like similar to this. It's like, when is this slog gonna end? It's like, when is it? Because not even Bloodborne at the beginning with that barrier of entry. Like I kept poking at it and it ended up being one of my favorite gaming experiences ever. But now it's like I want to keep poking at it, right? I'm at the 10 hour mark. I'm not feeling it, but I'll see it through. I don't know. I don't know. I don't expect to go like full on, uh, you know, Final Fantasy VII remake on this, but I'll give it a shot. Hopefully the combat gets better, or I would get better tools, because it's just that I'm not having a great time with the combat, honestly.
Wow.
And that's what it is. Like everything else is fine. Like the puzzle solving's fine. The exploration's fine. Music's great. Looks good. Art design's fantastic. It is just that the combat just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. So, unfortunate. But I'll see it through. I'll give you guys an update when I'm done. I'm probably not gonna keep updating you. I'll probably update you when I'm done, because it's like,
When it's done, that's it.
yeah, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. But it's one of those games that I'm probably just gonna finish and not play again. Like versus Breath of the Wild, I finished it and I still put another 40 hours on it.